This episode of the podcast is sponsored by David Shapiro Remax Around Atlanta Realty. David Shapiro Remax Around Atlanta Realty. You can find his number right here. David Shapiro Remax Around Atlanta Realty. Best realtor inside the perimeter, outside the perimeter, uptown, downtown, midtown, clown town, cabbage town, East Atlanta, West Midtown, any part of the town you can think of. The guy knows what he's doing. He'll help you out with any renovations as well. The guy knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy every time. David Shapiro, Remax Around Atlanta Realty, one of the most resourceful real estate agents you'll find in Atlanta. You can call his number right here. He's a hell of a guy. Tash, who the hell do we have on tonight?
Tiger Ryder from Seattle, Washington. You'll see some familiar faces with Heather and Patrick from the band Slender Dan. It's a pretty fun interview. Find out some stuff about some circus peanuts. Yeah.
I tell you what, we had Big Yen on last week. Today, the theme was big heads. More to come. Roll the motherfucking tape.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Indiebnb. Don't be confused. This is not a repeat of Slender Dan. This is Tiger Ryder joined by Heather and Patrick. What's going on, guys?
Hi.
How's it going?
It is going great. We all are our first repeat guests here on Indiebnb, and we're pumped to talk about another side of y'all's music. So let's jump right into this. What is a Tiger Rider? Where did that come from?
Nick, our singer-songwriter, he really liked Peter Pan at the time. He was kind of talking about names from that. I think we talked about Tiger Lily, and then he ended up choosing Tiger Rider when he named the band.
Yeah, Tiger Lily was either taken or they didn't like the sound of it, but Tiger Rider had the rhyme.
Internal rhyme, I guess. Yeah. So it was chosen. Yeah.
I like it. You got to ride the tiger, You got to ride up the rim, right down to the music, So obviously, from talking with y'all before, Slender Dan's y'all's kind of side project. But what's sort of the main influences and kind of general, I hate to say genre, but just kind of type of music? How would you describe Tiger Rider to our listeners?
So the first couple albums we did, it was very, we really focused on that loud, quiet thing, like very 90s influence, a lot of Weezer influence.
Pixies.
Yeah, we were, brand new. So there's a few songs that are, were in that vein as well. But we've really recently been heavily influenced by Radiohead. So there's a lot more of that influence mixing its way in. We're trying to write songs that we've never written before, different song structures, song forms.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick is he's an excellent songwriter. He does great with prompts. So we'll say like, oh, Nick, let's write a song like this, where it just, it's really soft and mellow, and then all of a sudden it's this epic, long, heavy bridge at the end. So, and he just takes it and runs with it. So it's been fun experimenting with different styles.
Yeah, I kind of noticed listening through it that it kind of was a little more punky take on Queens of the Stone Age to me. It's sort of y'all's sound, kind of the experimental, I guess people call it stoner rock, but sort of that like just everything. It's rock and roll, but it's got sort of an experimental sound to it.
Cool. Yeah.
We ended up with a lot of kind of psych experimental jam sessions at the ends of our songs.
A lot of these songs have these the bridges just kind of go on, and it's a little bit heavier than we've ever done, and a little bit more psychedelic. We experimented with recording. This is the first album that we recorded all ourselves. So we got to really take our time and We have all different kinds of instruments on here, from some horns, some theremins, some all kinds of stuff. It was fun.
Yeah. So did y'all, were those you keep bringing up these kind of drawn out bridges in the songs? Were those just kind of inspired by y'all jamming on the songs and just like you just keep going, or was it intentional?
We just love the moments when Radiohead does that. Like,
we like those kinds of parts. So it was just, do as many as we can.
We love sort of chromatic riffs and things like that. So yeah, I think it just kind of, it's something we really love. So we had to add it to like 4 of the songs.
Yeah, I mean the whole EP Tiger Rider was awesome, and I found it interesting. I don't know if it's everywhere, but at least on Spotify, y'all got it's like the B side with all the acoustic versions. What went into deciding, hey, let's completely flip the script here and break it down a little bit?
We recorded 5 songs for that album, and then I think we were trying to put it on vinyl, right?
Yeah, we decided to print a record.
Yeah, and you could fit 5 songs on one side, so we didn't want to waste the other side, and so we just decided to do all the songs acoustic, because why not? So you kind of created all those.
Yeah, we had it took us a year and a half, 2 years to do the first 5 tracks, and then we banged out the second half in like a couple months. It was fun. It was fun. It
was very fun, like to have that challenge of playing your own. We definitely love fuzz and chromaticism, as I said, and to play them all acoustic was a really fun.
Well, the drums were electric, so it's so like side A is electric guitars and acoustic drums, and then side B is acoustic guitars and electric drums. So it was kind of fun.
Yeah, y'all have been listening to a lot of Radiohead. That sounds like something. And we've actually added a new a segment, not as electric as Pete Peterson, but sort of a song. We're doing a song spotlight. So we figured, why not do Stockholm Friendship? So the goal of this is y'all just take us from beginning to end. How was it created, and how did it spawn, and how did it get to what it is now?
Stockholm Friendship.
Talk about
man. That song is about,
there used to be a 4th member of Tiger Rider.
Yeah.
And there was a little bit of a falling out.
Yeah.
Much into detail you want to go there.
So the feeling of like anger and forgiveness, I think, is kind of why the song is so intense and then gets to these soft verses. And again, that's one that has a really big, loud ending. This was kind of our, what's the Radiohead song? That ending that we were talking about. Fuck. Anyway, sorry.
This one was fun. We experimented a lot with. We did the basic tracks like drums, bass, guitars and vocals, and then we ended up redoing the vocals a few times, trying to fine tune the melodies. Added a bunch of harmonies, and we ended up adding a lot of synths and electronics that we had never done before. So this one was the first one where we really started experimenting, and then that kind of was the open door to experiment with the rest of the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
This one was done early on. This is one of the first songs that we had tracked. Actually, this song was written by Nick before the last album came out. So we had this one. We were sitting on this one for a while. It's basically, to say it as briefly as possible, we had a 4th member, and it was a falling out with all of us, and it's kind of about that.
Mm-hmm. This one's definitely the most fun to play live.
Yes.
This ending is like I headbang a lot, not on purpose.
Yeah,
playing this one.
We close with this one, and we kind of let out all the rest of your remaining energy at the end of this. So this is the most fun live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's push it over to Grant to talk a little live set here.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously we talked about when we had Slender Dan on. I like to think about y'all as two different people. When we had Slender Dan on, you guys, we always asked if Slender Dan could open for Tiger Rider and vice versa. You know, who do you guys like look for in that, you know, in that space when you're trying to, you know, hey, let's who would be an ideal opener for you guys to get people warmed up and then get them right into a good set of Tiger Rider?
I mean, we have a lot of really great friends in the scene that would and do, you know, fit bills really nicely with us. I would say like Public Pool. Sea Salt is a band that we love.
We've played with the Requisite more than anyone else. They're like our like close friends.
They're a little more old school emo though, but it makes for a great show.
They're awesome. Yeah. What's cool is we have like the catalog is so big now that we can kind of cater the sets and fit it to whatever. Like we could play a heavier show and just mix in those songs, or play a lighter show and mix in those songs, and it's. So you know, we'll play with anyone as long as the band's cool. We're down.
I like it. And as far as like the, you know, things opening back up and live sets and touring, I mean, like, what's that look like for you guys currently? You know, I know that last time we spoke, it was a distant future maybe, but now it's a little bit more of a reality. As you know, Tash and I have gone to a few shows since things have been going back up. So tell me about that up there in Seattle.
Happy to see that it's starting to open up slowly, and then shows are getting canceled day of, but then there's people are trying for sure, which is awesome. We are really just, I mean, we still have only released, I think, 5 out of 14 songs, and we've got videos and content and things like that to put out. So we are honestly in just album mode at the moment, pushing that. So we will see what comes of that, but it's really fun to just kind of focus on like the videos and the music that we're putting out at the moment. That's our focus for now, just while things are still so up in the air. But I'm hoping that live music, you know, returns to a place of kind of normalcy at some point.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, speaking of videos, you brought them up, and you know, obviously I got to ask about the Why Hide video, and you guys are making either, you know, to me, I'm a squeamish guy. I don't know. I got a little bit scared of the giant heads. All right, a little bit. They freaked me out a little bit. And the scene where you walk by, you're a giant head guy. I was like, oh my god, this is too much. So I mean, you got to tell me about the Why Hide video. What inspired that? Who made the giant heads? Like, please give us the download on that.
What inspired that? One night we were in the basement and you were like, we should make a video with giant heads, like us with giant heads. And I was like, sure. And I started making giant heads. What inspired that?
Probably Frank subconsciously. That movie, have you seen that movie?
No.
It's about an artist in, I think, the UK or Scotland or some.
I think so, yeah.
I think Scotland specifically, but he just always keeps his head on. He performs, and it's about his. You know, they go on a tour and make an album or something. I forget what the actual plot of the movie is, but he's got this giant football-shaped head. And maybe that like wormed its way into the inspiration.
Maybe, yeah.
Heather spent, what was it, 10 months making those longer?
Yeah, I didn't really understand how long that would take when I started on this endeavor, but paper macheing 7
so the yoga
giant
balls.
Heads.
They were yoga balls we paper macheed over.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
and painted and constructed their noses and ears and hair and things, and I mean, it was a great quarantine activity.
Yeah, all the time in the world, right?
Yeah.
We had so when I walked by myself, I just wanted to mention that's Chris Sicard from Waking Things, and he just released a solo album, Critters. It's excellent. We both played on that as well as Nick. We had Chris. We had Matt Houghton, who's the dog. He's in Requisite.
Yeah. We had our friends Don and Avery, Xander Nevitt, just a lot of people from the scene got to kind of play us because we needed to film it. So we had to find people that had a similar body shape to you to play you. But yeah, a lot of people had to put those heads on, and they're really difficult to get in like
Are those,
You
yeah,
just shove your head in the foam.
there's foam inside. You had to like squeeze in to them.
All right.
Yeah.
What are the odds you guys play a live show with the heads on?
That would be awesome.
I am gunning for it.
I mean, little did we know when we were talking to you the first time, you've been in this long, arduous process of making these giant heads, and you didn't mention it. You didn't mention, hey, this is like, hey, I've got this side project that I'm doing right now for something that we're going to release in, a bunch of months from now, and you're sitting there, you're slaving over these giant heads, and lo and behold, I mean, you got to play a couple shows in them, and that would be so awesome. Can you see out of them, or like, what's the deal?
Yeah, the mouths are cut out, and we have nylon over there, so you could see out through. You could see down and out through the mouth shape.
Like a real mascot head.
Mhm.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh!
It's not great visibility though. So the driving scenes in the video where I'm driving, I'm really driving, and you can only see like the steering wheel. And so I just had my window open, and you're yelling at me like, "Start, stop!" Like, okay, this giant head on, just driving down the street.
So you drove blind, put the whole entire public safety in danger. But hey,
Unless the police
it's a hell of a shot.
That was CGI.
It's for a good cause.
For the product.
Oh my gosh! Well, that was amazing. I mean, and it was inspired by Frank, and I mean, I would think like the only thing I could think of that like has big head mode would be like those like old like NFL Blitz or something. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
007.
Yeah, big head Goldeneye.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh! Well, I need to say I love the video. I mean, and obviously the song going with it, and just but the big heads were just a huge hit, and I had to know about the paper mache, like how much work went into it, because I know that we appreciate the visual aspect and getting everything right. So, but yeah, I mean, I think throw it back to you, Tash. We'll kind of close her out and then get right back to Pete Peterson. I mean, these guys are veterans though, so I gotta bring the game harder today.
Yeah, I mean, this is why we love doing this. You get the behind the scenes. Who would have thought 10 months you could have shot in a full like indie movie, and you got this music video for it, and that's the kind of dedication we like to see on Indiebnb.
That's right.
Yeah, let's jump right in.
Well, we were gonna
Oh, go ahead.
6 videos at once. That's why it took so long. So
Then
it was
even either way, I love the dedication. But yeah, let's jump right into Pete Peterson. See what other little tidbits we can find out.
Oh my gosh! Well, of course, I got a couple of veterans here. Pete Peterson's party pack of questions. 20 questions right in a row, and some of these they have already answered. So we can actually go back to the tape and see if they've changed their answer in a couple months since the first time we asked.
My mind.
Okay.
Well, let's answer on behalf of Nick.
We could answer on behalf of Nick.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, let's see if, who knows Nick.
We're gonna stretch first.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Ready?
All right, here we go. They're ready. Pete Peterson's party pack of questions. Here we go. Cake or pie?
You choose cake.
Yep.
He's a cake boy. All right. Chex Mix or Cheez-Its?
He has a really weird thing against Cheez-Its and Goldfish. So Chex Mix. Yeah.
Okay. Salsa or guac?
Guac.
Okay. Pants or shorts?
Pants.
I've never seen him in shorts.
It doesn't wear. Yeah.
I don't even know if he has legs.
Jury's still out. Don't know if he's got legs. All right. Movies or TV show, if he's sitting down on the couch, what's he more likely to sit down and watch?
Video games.
Video games. Okay. All right. Is he more of a sunrise or a sunset guy?
Sunset.
I know.
Does he believe in aliens?
Yeah.
Does he believe in Bigfoot?
Probably not. No.
Although maybe he's into the prehistoric version of Bigfoot. He would say yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he believe in love at first sight?
Yes.
All right. Romantic. Is he a peanuts or a cashews guy?
cashews.
Well, he gets those jugs of mixed nuts
Uh,
and pretty much eats that for 5 days straight. So all of the above.
all the above.
So you could say he's a little bit nuts. All right. Does he have,
Is that why the question was written?
I'm not gonna say yes or no. I don't know.
It's the long con.
Yeah, I heard that 2 weeks ago. I really wanted to deliver that one really nicely. Does he like these orange peanuts? They're called circus peanuts. Have you ever seen them there at a
No.
gas station? Have you heard of them?
No.
I love them, but I think I'm the only person in the world, and Nick
No, you're
hates
not.
them. Hates them. You love them?
I love circus
Oh.
peanuts.
Well, we gotta go. It's been nice talking to you.
Yeah. Right.
Tash thinks I'm a serial killer, so
I
I
know
don't
you.
know. I don't know why.
Are you into all the trash candy, like candy corn, circus peanuts, black licorice?
Peeps.
I love
you like Peeps?
black licorice. I one time microwave Peeps and they turned really, really hard, and I was like, I don't know if I can eat these anymore.
Yeah, I tried it and it was not what I expected.
Yeah, but I do like black licorice. I also like any kind of licorice as well. So I am a savage person. Waffles or pancakes though? What's Nick going with?
Yeah, waffles. Yeah,
Waffle guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Chips or pretzels?
chips.
Tendies or wings?
Tendies, and I think he says tendies too. I can hear his voice saying tendies.
Yes. All right. Is he gonna get blue cheese or ranch when he orders those tendies?
Ranch,
Ranch. Does he drink coffee or tea?
coffee.
Oh,
Coffee.
when he's recording vocals, it'll be
Oh,
a
yeah.
tea with honey, but yeah, coffee every day.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on decaf
Okay.
now. Is he on the decaf train?
Is he?
I don't remember. We
I'll
have
have to
separate
ask.
coffees. We do separate things.
We keep our copies separate in the house in order to make sure. I like it. Salads or soups? What's he getting with his sandwich?
I think salads because he likes to pretend that he's healthy.
Oh man.
All right, well, let's not. Oh my God! Well, let's not pretend he's healthy. And is he like Pop Tarts or strudels? Toaster strudels better.
Pop Tarts, because toaster strudel is too much work. Probably.
Those are a lot of
Yeah.
Although
The-
microwaving Pop Tarts is great. Or like toasting
Toaster
them.
oven. Toaster oven.
Yeah, your toaster
Toaster
oven sucked.
Oh. I take that personally.
All right, and this was like might be this was a shot in the dark. I mean, I could not drink at all. But is he a vodka guy or a gin guy? What clear liquor does he like to get off? Go down with.
I think he'd have both, but we mostly have gin in the house, so he would drink gin.
Yeah, I can see gin being really nice in the cold Seattle air.
Yeah.
Evergreen tree. I like it. All right, well, what are some good bands that he likes that nobody's heard about besides Slender Dan?
He loves Slender Dan. And he loves Sea Salt and the Requisite, Public Pools, we've mentioned.
Yeah.
Waking Things. Who else is in there? I freeze up every single time we have this question. Oh yeah, he loves Deerheart. We almost did a cover with Deerheart one time, and then the world shut down. But that would have been really fun.
Who else is? Is it Breeder? What's the name?
Reader.
Reader.
Yeah.
Reader?
Sick.
Reader is a killer band
The killer.
from Seattle.
Reader.
There's so many.
Hmm.
We do bad at this, remembering all the names.
You know, every time we're like, oh, we're gonna like review who our friends are before we do these things, and then I forget every single time.
Like, wait a minute, who are those cool people we hang out with all the time? What's the name of their band? God bless. All right.
All our
Well-
friends are in bands. So
Just so many of them.
Well, we're glad to call you friends, and y'all are in two bands, so we love it. We appreciate you coming into Pete Peterson's Party Pack of Questions. I think you guys excellently stuck the landing tonight, and we appreciate it. Tash, close us out.
Well, I have one last question that we regretted after the last time we hung up with you. A 7-Eleven hot dog. Where did that come from?
Victoria.
Your girlfriend at the time goes, "Hey, change your name to a 7-Eleven hot dog." And I was like, okay. So I did. But I had to look up the correct spelling. And I was surprised it was available, quite honestly. But now it's my
You love
username. Yeah.
If we've been
Not
communicating,
changing it now.
All right. Well, what's the number for you when 7-Eleven comes calling, and they will? What is the number for you to give up a 7-Eleven hot dog? Every person has their price.
Man. I guess, okay, 50K.
50K? What are you doing?
Not 49, 50.
7-Eleven made 50K by the end of the sentence. Oh man!
It's a really important username.
Oh my goodness, lowballing. All right, well, we're gonna edit that and make it like 100K, meaning like 50 million. Like, oh my goodness. Well, hey,
Put a
I
robotic
like
voice over it.
100K. Yeah. But gosh. Well, Heather and Patrick, thank you so much for joining us in Indiebnb. Excited to see the rest of your hard work from the last 10 months and see more videos and more content as it comes out. And you'll for sure be able to find it on our story and our page at Indiebnb on Instagram. Dash, take us out of here, man.
everybody, go check out Tiger Rider. They're badass. And while you're at it, check out some Slender Dan. And Heather, Patrick, as always, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much for having us, and congrats on 30 plus episodes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to have you.
All right, guys.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
care.
Take care, guys.